guys, thanks for tuning in. It's the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, thanks to the absolutely incredible support of all of my Optibotimus Plus channel members, and even those of you that just hit that thumbs up button, we're going to be taking a look at the new Masters of the Universe Origins Evil-Lyn. Now, this is the second version of Evil-Lyn that we have gotten, kind of like what Merman did. This gives us Evil-Lyn in a slightly different look, and to be totally honest, I'm not entirely sure where this look comes from. It has a little bit more of that 2000X look, but I'm not 100% sure as to why it looks like that. For the package, though, what you can see that is different is you do have a Masters of the Universe kind of sticker logo right there. Again, I'm not entirely sure what that's in reference to because it does look a little bit different than that, but, you know, whatever. But the rest of the package is pretty much the same. You have the large clamshell here, really cool art there in the back. Mine's not punched. I know it drives some people crazy that I open these, but, you know, hey, whatever. And again, absolutely gorgeous art here. I love the way that this looks. You got Stinkor there, which I'm definitely looking forward to, and then you can see that you got Triclops in his mini comic look. So I wonder if that's how she looked in the mini comics. I'm not entirely sure. We have Merman, and then obviously we have Trapjaw right there. And then as always, you get the other figures that are in this wave, in addition to both He-Man and Skeletor, which always will be available. And then you have her accessories. You can get her crystal ball into her hand. And look, you can twist into powerful battle positions. Okay, it is what it is. But for the package on her, that's about it. Now, I know that, I think I forgot to mention this in the Merman video, but some versions of it actually have the LOP sticker for Lords of Power put on there. I don't know why mine didn't, but Evil-Lyn here continues that trend in this wave where they're putting stickers on there to kind of throw back to what the figures represent. So it is a little bit different here with her, but for the packaging, that is about it. So without further ado, let's get her out here and see how cool she actually is. Alright guys, so here we have Evil-Lyn open up and out of her packaging. And for the most part, I talked about, this is pretty much just the repaint of that previous one that we got. But to be honest, I kept talking about how, like, I'm not entirely sure, I'm just going to set her there. I'm not entirely sure what this is meant to homage. And for the most part, it looks like it is just an homage of how she looked in the cartoon. So, if you guys know if there's a more specific sort of homage with this, please let me know. I'm curious. But all I can really see is that she kind of looks more like her actual cartoon counterpart. Whereas this one here, obviously, is more of a recreation of how the toy originally looked. This just has the coloring for that Filmation look. Basically the exact same thing. I mean, all the way around, the sculpt is the exact same. Nothing changed. The color changed, and really, that's about it. Her staff is identical to the one that she came with previously, just in a really nice purple color. I do actually kind of like this one just a little bit more, but you can see great sculpted in detail with like the little claw going around the little round doodad. But to be honest, I do really like this one a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to display her, though, to be totally honest, because I like having that vintage style look. But this, I think that the coloration is really well done. The head sculpt obviously is really good, but you can see the paint just looks nicer. I feel like I'm in a little bit too close. Sorry, let me get that to kind of focus a little bit better. But I think that looks really very nice. The paint on the face itself, if it'll focus, there we go, looks really good. Even the headdress thing, that looks really very sharp. You can see that the purple down here comes down to the rest of the body. You get some lighter purple elements. And then one of the big differences that you're seeing is the color of her skin, as opposed to this really bright yellow that the original one had. This is a very pale color, almost to the point where it kind of looks like it would glow in the dark. It doesn't, but that's pretty cool. I like the black boots as well. Overall, really a very nice looking figure. Like I said, I don't know necessarily where I'm going to put her in my display. And these figures are coming out fairly rapidly, and I'm getting a lot, and they're kind of taking up space everywhere. So I'm running out of space very quickly. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this girl. Articulation-wise is all the exact same. Ball joint here at the neck. The shoulder hinge and swivel is there. You do have the elbow hinge and swivel. Same thing with the wrist. You do have the waist rotation. The hips are on ball joints, so you get a good range of motion. A little bit of rotation, not really much. You have the bend, the swivel there, and then you have the boot cut that rotates around. Ankles move forward, back, and hinge. Now, I was also talking about the packaging and things like that. One thing that I will say is that on the package, in some of the new ones, it shows that they're doing better knees. Obviously, you can see these ones are still not good. You got this extra flap here that just looks kind of ugly. All of them kind of have it, but it looks a little bit better on the dudes than it does on the girls. Apparently, they're changing that. And if you look on some of these new packages for this wave, if you see and like I was talking about, they're giving us a vintage. Oh, no, I haven't talked about that yet because I haven't reviewed the Faker figure yet. Stay tuned for that. But on the packaging for this, if you see the vintage head on the new He-Man. So this is I got all this extra junk just saying. This is the new updated head that they gave for He-Man. But if you see the vintage one, which that's the one that came with the battle armor He-Man, the one that looks more like that original 80s figure, if you see that on this body, then you know that the updated figure is, for the female one, the updated figure will have those new legs. Mine doesn't have it. So apparently there are variants out there which have the ugly knees and then the better knees. So, there's, it is what it is. But yeah. In general, again, a really iconic character. I do really like Evil-Lyn. I did like Evil-Lyn in the Revelation series. If you guys would like to see my thoughts on the Revelation series, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know. Let me know if you want to see a video where I discuss what I think of Masters of the Universe Revelations. But for the figure here, I think they did a great job. I'm really happy with it. As I talked about, if this is meant to just homage how she looked in the Filmation cartoon, I think they did a really very good job. Even though this is the second version, it at least gives you options for your display. And options are always a cool thing. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Real quick video, nothing too fancy. Obviously, it's just a repaint, so it's kind of quick to get through. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you would do one extra thing for me and hit that thumbs up button. In addition to letting me know that you like this review, you also let me know if you want me to do a video on Masters of the Universe Revelation. So hey, dual purpose. I also got to send a huge shout out to all of my Optibotimus Plus channel members who, through their direct contributions, now more than ever help to make reviews like this possible. And if you'd like information on how you can help support my channel by becoming a channel member, where you can get exclusive channel chat and comment emojis, loyalty badges, early access to video reviews, exclusive member live streams, Zoom calls, the occasional giveaways, as well as access to the Optibotimus Plus only Discord, then please consider becoming a member of Optibotimus Plus. And for that, all you have to do is hit that little join button right down there. And finally, guys, remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you for watching and taking the time to be a kid.